Okay, good morning. Uh, is possible? Can you see my screen? Yes, okay. Okay, hi everyone. I am Hector. I am a priest. I have carried out doctoral studies in education. I wonder why peace education is important for our society. In other words, I wonder what is the purpose of peace education. Today, I would like to talk about peace education, how we come to love and hate conflict. This is my poster. All right, peace education has its roots in a diversity of philosophical positions. Each one reveals a series of concerns about the complexity of the fact of history and from theoretical, practical developments. Therefore, peace education responds to the problems of reality, for example, democracy, diversity, dignity, equality, justice, tolerance, freedom, and especially violence. Some question. What can we learn from conflict situation in the family, at the university, with a friends, in a country? Another question. Can we learn something for violence? And another. Is possible to think about the education of the conflict? Currently, there are many initiatives for the consolidation of peace through education with different conditions, approaches, and objectives. However, the increase in the processes of peace education in the world has several causes. I would like to talk about specific three causes. First, the emergence of international education of defense on human rights and conflict resolution. Second, education for the development or liberation of people. Third, education concerned about the environmental disaster. Each one accounts for human life and can offer different challenges. First, this education emerges of several ideas about the modern warfare. The 21st century pours in the academic, political, and economic discourse of concern for violence, inequality, and especially for the human being. To wars produce the Universal Declaration on Human Rights after the social studies professor began teaching international relations and also about different cultures to develop a perspective of tolerance. In this context, I would like to talk about Maria Montessori. She said that people can use their creative abilities to escape the trap of destructive violence. In other words, it's possible to work on skills such as of empathy, hospitality, to manage interpersonal conflicts. Second, the increase in the processes of peace education, education for the development of liberation of people. In specific, from Galton perspective, there is a significant distinction between negative and positive peace in response to various forms of structural and cultural violence. Negative peace is the absence of direct physical violence. For example, torture, war, militarism, rape, and another forms of aggression. In contrast, uh, positive peace requires a lack of structural and cultural violence. For example, there are systems such as racism, sexism, colonialism, exclusion that marginalize people in many parts in the world. In this context, I would like to talk about Pablo Freire. He wanted to help people face the oppression through education. Therefore, peace education accompanies processes of understanding reality and seeks the emancipation of people. Third, the increase in the processes of peace education is due to a concern for environmental disaster. Today, we face increasing global warming, rapid species extinctions, and the adverse effect of pollution. It's necessary to promote a concept of peace on ecological security, where human beings are protected by natural processes. In other words, it's necessary to recognize in the education the importance of traditional cultures, habitat preservation, and bioregionalism. All right, in conclusion, peace education has increased because it diversifies its hill fields of words and its theoretical basis create new phases. Nowadays, we talk about peace education as international education in defense on human rights and conflict resolution, peace education as education for development of liberation of people, and finally, peace education as environmental education. Therefore, health education has increased because the reality is more diverse and complex. In other words, peace education responds to the problems of reality but articulating great personal and community works that seek to face the system of violence in the world. That's all.
Thank you, Hector. I have a question.
Claro. I will
Uh,
record the presentation. Yes, yes. Would you like to make some comments? Mhm.
yes, I want to know why are you interested in this issue?
Thank you. Catalina, one comment?
Yes, I want to know why are you interested in this issue?
I work in Madrid, Cundinamarca. I work with different communities in the world of peace. For example, with families, with children. Uh, I personally think education plays a role in promoting in a culture of peace. For example, there are attitudes and behaviors that we can be cultivate in our life. For example, assertive hospitality, empathy. I work with my community in Madrid, Cundinamarca, in specific my parish in school.
Thank you very much, Hector.
Thank you, Catalina, for your comment. Another question?
Yeah. Hi. Hi,
Hi,
Hector.
hi, Diana.
How are you? I was. You can listen me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. My question is about. This is your state of art, or this is the point you're starting to research, or I was wondering if you can comment on us about what is your position according with these three frames of theory. Yeah, are you agree with all of them? How do you feel about them?
Uh, my thesis specific, the peace education has three causes. And specific authors, Harris, and specific authors. For example, in Colombia, uh, Francisco de Rú, he said, for example, the peace education works or continue growing in a cultural peace for specific attitudes and behaviors. Is one example. Another, for example, in Harris, uh, for him, um, peace education has three causes. Peace education in international of defense on human rights and conflict resolution. One. Second, education of peace for the development of liberation of people. I would like, for example, Pablo Freire, liberation of people. And third, education for the environmental disaster. Is a specific problem in the world today. The environmental disaster in the education is most important, is the most important. The education plays the role important in create the culture of peace with children, with families, with another persons. Mhm. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you. Do you know? Excuse me. Do you know if we could access to your poster, or that's it? We have to wrote to write our critique without having that.
Yeah,
Or you're going to share us with us the poster, the final poster, or not?
the final poster I send in your email
To our email?
is possible.
Yeah, please.
Okay, okay,
I'm going to write it here.
no problem. Thank you, guys. I had a good day, everyone.
You too.
Thank you.
I just send you my email.
Okay.
So
I'm sending my email too.
I think that you have to copy that because when you log out, they erase. Maybe you could miss it.
Yes, I sent. Mhm.
Okay.
After the poster presentation, I send the email with my poster. Mhm.
Yeah, please. So thank you. Bye.
Bye, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hector. Nice
Thank
to
you,
meet you.
Catalina.
Have a nice day.
Have
Thank
a
you for
good
your
day.
presentation.